Yo, 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 what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So it's Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. Y'all survived the week, okay? What I want to talk about in this video is going to be about volume, okay? Volume, a lesson on volume. I have not done a video about volume, understanding volume. So we're going to break this down and we're going to knock this out so you guys are, more equipped on this topic right here, okay? So nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. If you guys want financial advice, be sure to talk to a licensed financial advisor, all right? Also, tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Central, I'm doing a masterclass on strap method, entries, exits, candlesticks, right? I'm bringing everything together, right? And we gonna put everything together, all right? I wanna see 500 people on this live. So if you guys have time tomorrow, be sure to show up, okay? Make sure you show up to this masterclass. It's gonna be a live masterclass. I know y'all gonna ask, is it gonna be recorded? Yes, it's gonna be recorded, but you can ask whatever question you want, okay? This masterclass is gonna be a celebration of 4,000 subscribers, okay? I told y'all I was gonna do something for y'all, a masterclass. Once we hit 4,000, we hit it, and tomorrow is the day, all right? So be sure to tap into that, all right? So with that being said, y'all, let's go talk about volume, okay? So there's two ways that I see volume on the charts, okay? There's two places on the charts. Now, when you get your TradingView indicator, your TradingView account, it comes with a volume indicator already, okay? So I'll use that one. And then at the beginning of the day, I look at volume, okay? And I'm gonna show you where I look at that volume at. Now, when I'm looking at volume, right? When I'm looking at the volume, I'm paying attention to the candlesticks in comparison to the volume that I'm seeing, okay? If I'm seeing a big candlestick, but the volume is low, I know that we're probably gonna go the opposite way and vice versa, right? So let's go here and let's break this down, all right? So right here we got IWM. It doesn't matter, right, what the stock is, okay? But so the first place you're gonna see volume, it's gonna be at the bottom right here, okay? You see these sticks right here, these bars, these are all volume. So this is letting you know the volume of the amount of sellers or buyers, okay? It's letting you know the volume of it. Y'all see what I'm saying? What next, right? So you go here, and then it's right there, volume, okay? Boom. So that's your volume. The other way you could find the volume or find a different form of volume is gonna be right here, okay? When you go to the stock, you scroll down, and then right here, it's gonna show you your average volume, and then it's gonna show you the volume currently at the moment. So sometimes when the market opens up, the volume could be, if the average is 40 million, the volume might be 300,000, right? So it's probably not best to take a trade, because if more volume comes in and then the stock goes the opposite way, you can get cooked, okay? But if the volume is low and then more volume comes in and it goes the opposite way, then you can have confidence in the direction of that stock. You see what I'm saying? So when the volume is low, you want to be patient, you want to sit tight, because you want to understand that, okay, maybe something is about to happen and it's going to push the volume up, right? Now, right now, IWM has volume is 46 million. The average is 40, right? But this morning it was less than a million. So this morning stocks were moving very slow, right? So I pay attention to the volume, right? That helps me know what I'm going to trade. Look at SPY right now. We go to SPY. The average volume is 83. It's at 60. All right, that's cool. NVIDIA, right? Average is 184. It's at 100 million. All right, not bad, right? APLD, the average is 25. It's at 11 million right now, right? So stocks are moving smooth right now. This morning, they weren't moving like that before. 15 million is the average, and we trading got 10.4 million. All right, Shopify is flagging right now. Okay? Now, but watch this. We go here, okay, and we could kind of start to see what's going on. Well, let's go to IWM first, okay? So look at this, y'all. So we had a bearish 3-bar right here, right? Bearish 3-bar right here. And then we had, so you see how this bar was very high, right? And then the next red bar, right, was still inside of this candle on the 15, but it was way less sellers, right? It was way less sellers. So what this lets you know is the selling pressure, the selling volume is still coming down. It's lowering, it's diminishing. So that's why you see this candle right here go right up, because the selling volume, the seller's volume got cut in half that next 15-minute candle. And that's also why we had such a big wick up here, right? And then it came up for 45 minutes, right? It came up for 45 minutes, but watch this. The selling volume after 45 minutes engulfed the buyer's volume, and it pulled it right back down, right? But this one candle right here, right? This candle had a lot of sellers selling pressure. And then this was the candle right here that really made it go doom, right? But this candle dropped lower, right? So because it dropped lower, this represents that more selling volume. But then the next candle, right? A lot more sellers, a lot less selling volume came in, right? On this failed 2 up. But watch this. We got a failed 2 down, right? Okay. But it's not a lot of buying volume. If it was more buying volume, we would have saw less of a wick here, and we would have saw more of a wick here and more of a body, because that would have let you know that there's more buyers stepping in and pushing the stock up, right? Now look at the 3-bar. We got a 3-bar, but we got sellers and we got buyers, right? Now look, the volume was a little bit higher than this previous candle, but once again, the volume was low, okay? The volume was low. So look what happened. Volume was low, and then seller stepped in, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So for an hour straight, what does the IWM do? It starts to come down. Why does it start to come down? Because the selling pressure, the selling volume was consistent, right? But because this volume was lower, like pretty low, that's why you see all these wicks, right? So you can still come down with low volume if a stock has low volume, but you're gonna see a lot of like wicks because it's struggling to come down. And the same thing to the upside, right? So let's go to a different stock. Let's go to Nvidia. Okay. Look at this right here. Nice green candle, boom, right? Look at that volume right there. Next green candle, boom, right? Less volume. Look at the wick up at the top. See what I'm saying? Look at the wick up top. Okay, so the body is getting smaller as the volume is declining. So when the volume declines, the bodies of the candles get smaller, right? Third candle, volume, buyer's volume declines some, and then look what happens. Now we got a smaller body, we got sellers stepped in, and we got buyers trying to push it up, right? This is how it goes. If the buying volume was stronger in this area, what would have happened was we would have never even came down here, and we would have had a bigger body up here if this buyer's volume was higher than the previous candle, but it wasn't. Therefore, we had the trend was weakening, and because the trend was weakening, what happened? Buyers had to push it up because sellers was pushing it down. They came up, and then sellers push it down. They push it all the way down here, and then buyers had to fight harder just to push it right back up because the volume was less. Do you guys see what I'm saying? I hope that this is making sense. So when you could understand your volume, that's going to help you understand what's going on. And on the daily time frame, it will really help you happen with swings as well. Because look at this, right? We got right here on today on the NVIDIA. We have a green candle so far, but look, we got very few buyers on the daily time frame. So buyers are losing control even though this candle is a green candle. Y'all see what I'm saying? This stuff is powerful. So let's go to Shopify. Their buying volume is consistent right now. Okay? That's consistent right now. This is NVO. Look at their buying volume. Their buying volume is actually declining, right? It's declining. Why is it declining? Because sellers are sitting all up in here. There's so many sellers in here that sellers looks like they're about to push them down or keep them pinned down here, right? But that's represented by all the buying volume that's declining, right? And whenever there's a big move to the downside, you're going to see a big bar right here on the volume to show you that a lot of sellers have been active here, okay? So when you're looking at these charts, please understand the power of understanding volume and how it equates to, being able to get in trades and knowing when to get in and knowing when to get out and stuff like that, right? So like I say, if you see a candle going up but the volume is low, it's probably going to come down because it's not strong. And if you see a stock coming down but the volume is low, it's probably not going to keep coming down, right? But it's up to you to look at it and pay attention and to know when to make what decision. You get what I'm saying? So I hope that video made sense for you guys, and I hope that it helped you out. All right? Like I always say, y'all, make sure you get up out your head, go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right? And always remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right? I'm going to see y'all on tomorrow's masterclass. All of y'all have a nice night, a nice day. All of y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.